Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Sacramento State Hornets and the Toledo Rockets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Catching up with the Sacramento State head coach before the game, they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This guy took up residence in the end zone last time, outscoring 4 touchdowns. Using his legs, it's Alston. He's past the sticks. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Sells to run, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Run in the red zone. It's Alston. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rockets offense will now get its first chance with the football. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend.
And the The pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. See some running room. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Jones wants to throw it. Caught. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. Just had to get rid of it.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves. And takes it inside the 10 to the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Quarterback changing the play. Running the red zone. It's Alston. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Jones to throw. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They'll start on the ground with ball. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Rockets send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Changing the routes with his receivers. Finds a crease, it's Alston. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The play fake. Buying time to his right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Finds his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Alston. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to it. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got...
And he's in! Touchdown, Sacramento State!
And he's in for a second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And he added the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sells the run, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Brings up second down.
Right, so what's on?
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. To the air, it's Webb. Out wide right, it's Allen. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Sacramento State. The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
Every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up, and this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams, you can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
Looking for blockers. And the returner will be knocked down. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Second down, going to throw it. On the move. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The Rockets headed quickly to the line. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Again, it's ball. At the 35, he's loose. Wide open spaces. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Toledo.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Dangerously close to kicking that one out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The fake and wants to throw. Going long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Rush is on. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The lone back's got it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Moves to his right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And it's a good sign for this defense, man. The first 2 drives, that put scoring drives together, and they didn't get stops when they needed it. On the 3rd.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Making the adjustment on the play. Needs it here on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second and long here. Here's a gift to ball. He's got the first down. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Caught behind the line. It's Jones. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll give it to Ball. No, he got loose. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Here's Ball. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Touchdown, Toledo! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for room. It's Alston. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He's going to run it. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game. But they got to find the answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jones to throw. Rush right in his face. On the move, he fires. Right side, it's Wormley. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Release to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. The 30, the 20, the 10. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Rockets. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And that is such a critical mistake for this offense, man. Such an opportunity to add to the lead, put more points on the board, keep the momentum, but sometimes you just get a little bit too aggressive. And Palmer, they pay for it in a big.
And that's one where the defense gave up some yards early in the drive, and you're wondering, is the opponent going to score here at the end of the first half? But they're just waiting for one mistake, and they take advantage of the opportunity, jumping that pass in the air, picking it off, taking it all the way to the house, and now taking the lead.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The momentum has been taken away. Hits the afterburners. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Sells the run, looking to pass. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Alston. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. And the misconnection on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Looking for the marker. Past the 6. Turning it on. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st. Out wide right, it's Woodard. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They're going to run it. Fighting off the defender. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. Give to the running back. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Oh, pressure's coming. Gets away. Still looking. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
There's some room. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up on the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Rockets offense looks primed and ready to launch on this drive. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline to be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge... gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Rockets will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not a lot of room to field this one. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Sacramento State sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They're all over him. Stands in and takes the hit. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Breaks into the open. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down, as they've got a first at the 32.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on 3rd down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Jones to throw. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. You'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. And now on second down for this offense. Keep it on the ground. Makes a man miss. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Handoff, ball. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Keeps it on the option. Got enough for the first down. He stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
In the backfield, it's Jones. Into the third quarter of this edition of Midweek Action, it's 2nd and 10. They'll try the counter. Powers through the defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. To throw, it's Webb. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. They'll run out of the gun here with ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Here's a give to ball. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Look out! On a little time, lets it go. Just barely got rid of it.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Jones wants to throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Open space at the 25. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Moving to his left. Headed to the end zone. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Under pressure. And he gets it away.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. 3rd touchdown of the game. A 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
The Rockets offense looks ready to go on this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Ball again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quick catch. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. Headed to the 4th, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Sets his feet. It's Webb. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
2nd down to the air. Rush is on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it for a big play. They'll knock him down, and he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. How in the world could they let that happen, and how in the world did they pull it off? That was 4th and a mile, and they got it.
I mean, what a clutch play by this offense. Listen, understanding, a small throw is not going to get it done. A deep ball down the field, give yourself a chance to make a play, and by gosh, they do it.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Keeps it himself. Breaks the tackle. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. And it's good! And they've made it a 1-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him. At the 20. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Sacramento State sideline, I am keeping my eye on what's going on with their field goal kicker right now. They do have a little bit of a lead, but in this opportunity, can they rely on the guy that's already missed here in this game? Coach could go for it, but I do see him talking to the kicker, trying to gain some confidence, make sure that he's ready to go if they do call his number. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Rush right in his face. Quarterback gets past the marker. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Long way to go on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's raining. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Handoff again. Inside the 40. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's 1st down. Handoff to the single running back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Tells to run, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves, and 1 play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Looking downfield, it's Crane. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Lucky to get it off.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Making the adjustment. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The official says no good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for this kicker, and I tell you this, he can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They give it back to him. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Right side, it's ball. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. That one just came off his hand badly.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Rockets are rolling down the field. Off play action on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Oh, pressure's coming. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Snaps on 4th down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He's going to let it go. They went for it all on 1st down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. Second and long here. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. They're all over it. Out wide left, it's Cotton. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Sacramento State. They'll line up to go for 2. Wants to throw. It's Crane. Escapes the pressure going right. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like, he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase. You got to play that second play. They do it masterfully. In a big moment, man, they chase him down, they get to the QB, and they call game and walk out of here with the W.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Moves the pocket. It's Crane. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And the punishment has been extended.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking deep. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Pass is complete near the sidelines, but they'll lose yardage.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Drops back on first down. Under pressure. And down he goes. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Rush is on. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and
trying to burn this defensive back. And the pass goes incomplete.